sure what to expect coming here to Corvallis for the first time. I've been here when you guys knocked off USC a couple of years ago. Stadium's all about an Oregon State spirit, but we don't take the show to campuses where the team is 5 and 6 very often, so we weren't sure what to expect. For driving north. And the Nebraska fans back there. And the Wazoo flags. Right next to the Husky flag. I like that. Apples Cup style over there. It's a beautiful, beautiful backdrop. Student union bathed in orange back here. Who out here slept last night? Anybody actually get any sleep? Mr. Corson slept 10 hours, so he slept more than all you combined. Please welcome Kirk and Desmond. Aaron will be back. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll talk about this game plenty. We have a nice feature on Darren Thomas for you. On the Beavers and the Ducks. We'll talk plenty about the SEC championship game. I know as tired, hungover as you are, try to stay awake. We talk about the other conferences. There's a few other games out there, so bear with us and enjoy yourselves. I hope we'll be back. Have a great time.
In Corvallis, Oregon, this is not Saturday morning. This is a continuation of a Friday all-nighter as the Beavers and Ducks fans brace for a civil war. Oregon State at 5 and 6 trying to spoil the BCS title hopes of their enemies from up the road. College Game Day comes to Corvallis on the U. Well, there's an orange glow in Corvallis and I'm not kidding, folks. No one out there went to bed.
No, they didn't.
Auburn, BCS number one hurdle away from going into the BCS championship game undefeated. Many believe they may not even have to win that game to get there. We'll cover that coming up as well. All right, Tom, thank you. Yeah, the Auburn bus actually backed into a vehicle the other week when they were in Alabama. We thought that might be a bad omen. No, they powered right through it. So it seems pretty clear-cut if Auburn and Oregon win. TCU, no organized watching party for those games. They're hoping for an upset that might put them in the BCS championship game. But if they don't go there, they feel great about the possibility of going to the Rose Bowl. Some speculation. There's a shifting of the waves toward teams like Wisconsin or Stanford who are sitting there in the...
Of the Civil War rivalry and the comment that I told you about earlier by Ducks Cliff Harris, the big brother, little brother rivalry that it is now. The Beavers players didn't take too kindly to that. Their quarterback Ryan Katz mentioned, we'll see what the score is at the end of the game. But then some of Oregon State's players, crowd loves that, did mention, hey, we can throw some punches too. Of course, Cal said after they matched up against the Ducks, anything can happen in rivalries quickly. What do you foresee happening here in Corvallis this afternoon?
Well,
The Duck didn't make it yet.
Dance team, Beavers are here.
He'll be here.
Separated. Security, which I'm very thankful for, by the way. And Kirk and Des joining me right now. Guys, we're going to do the fill-in-the-blank segment.
And I think you have to say, right now, they're playing great football.
They are, and I'm going to make the Oregon State fans unhappy. And I'm going to say Oregon. That's my choice right now. If I were to fill in.
You have to lay it out.
I like that matte helmet, not the shiny one, but the kind of matte-looking one.
I like that one. I like the dark. Big deal for them.
And don't forget about Oregon State today, wearing the combat Nike uniforms, big giant killers.
There you go.
Theme going on. They've got the gloves
the
as
sweet
well.
Helmet. Don't do the gloves. Ohio State did that.
We got the gloves right here. So.
All right. Hold on. Now, who's out here mostly because you hate the Ducks?
Holy mackerel, I wouldn't want to be in issues Tough decision.
About 5 weeks on the job. Yeah.
But what jumps out differently based on teams and conferences and circumstances. It seems like NCAA make it up as they go along.
Right. You're an SEC championship, and can Cam Newton step...
12 out of 13.
So why aren't you picking him?
I ain't got that.
Because Jimbo Fisher was the coach.
Well, the story will be written on Championship Saturday. Then, of course, it'll all be announced on the BCS show tomorrow in prime time, the final standings there. And it's pretty clear-cut. If Auburn and Oregon win, TCU is going to be pretty satisfied to go to the Rose Bowl for the first time, Gary Patterson told. Well, the body of work is one argument, and there's no denying Auburn's resume, Greg, but there's also a school of... Craig, I know you know TCU. Last week at Nevada, they take on Utah State. And Kyle Brotzman, the poor walk-on kicker, had those misses, but he's the all-time scorer at the school. 43,000 people like the Facebook page. They set up, and they're going to perhaps... with the HBC and his prize recruit this year.
Absolutely, Chris. We all know about the success Steve Spurrier has had on the field, especially in the past in the SEC championship game. But coming up, I'm going to tell you about something Steve Spurrier has done off the field, in particular when he was trying to recruit a player. HBC has some dance moves you've never seen before. You don't want to miss that.
Hammered. Yes. At Reser Stadium right over there, and they hung with the Ducks for a while, but wore down in the fourth quarter. In points off turnovers. Beavers got to find a way to stay on the field. They've been a terrible third down offense. How are they going to keep Oregon off the field if they can't prolong drives? Chip Kelly, he can't wait to see how his team's going to play. Mike Riley says it's the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, full count. The Beavers are going to come out swinging. Cliff Harris says forget the roses they brought here to the locker room to symbolize the Pac-10 championship. It's all about the natty as a national championship. Great build-up to this Civil War. For this, right? Because Ohio State did the same thing last week. Are you telling me that's 15 yards? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. No. Des knows about dancing in the end zone.
And back in the day, we
that rhythm of cats, and I think they'll be pretty effective.
If I was going to coach against Oregon, I
benched in the first meeting at Auburn for a true freshman on a tight game. Might he write an interesting chapter to end his season here? And then, of course, Cam Newton given the green light to play. Monster season, more touchdowns accounted for than 69 teams in 1A. Incredible. Can he punctuate this season? And what will happen, after the game if Auburn loses? So many storylines, so many subplots. Let's go back now to Atlanta. The well-traveled, busy, but talented Tom Rinaldi to give us a
The Volkswagen just got shined up. I guess it just got shined up.
South Carolina by nose.
All right.
And welcome back to our first visit to Corvallis here. These folks have pulled the non-item. They've been up 24 hours. And zooms around that beautiful student union. Nice weather. You couldn't ask for better weather.
No, you could not ask for it.
Stay tuned.
Cincinnati's an upset to me.
They're favored.
That's an upset. Really? Cincinnati winning a game is an upset.
He has his own rules over there.
I'm going with the Bearcats.
An upset. You have your own rules over there. I got it. We know that well.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, championship game, primetime on ABC. Kirk, you can't pick the game because you're calling it with Brent, but give us a pick on that one. Oklahoma, Nebraska.
I think Landry Jones is going to get that offense humming. I like the Sooners to win this game by 2 scores.
Nebraska upsets them with
bottom of the ninth, full count, 2 outs, come out swinging, and shock the Ducks.
You know, I like Oregon State's chances early. I think they're going to be playing very emotional. They're going to come out.
Get it done.
So far, no believers.
No shots.
In the Beavers, and it's going to be, they say empty, turn down. Mr.
No shots
Corso,
for
as
you.
always, you have the last word. Where are you? Uh-oh. Orange feet. Is that the real duck or is it Corso? What are those noises? What is going on in there?
Oh, my God. The sound effects.
I'm very confused here. All right, so no Beaver believers here, but a great scene in Corvallis, folks. Thanks for showing up. This game this afternoon, Big East football coming up right now. Enjoy your championship Saturday.
His ability to run, and most importantly, his ability to throw, lead the Ducks to a victory